Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back at it. We took a week off last week, but we're back at it, everybody.
Yo, Joe Rob, what's up, brother?
What is up, Foots? What's up, man? Been a while. Been a second.
Yeah, man. Been a while. Been banging Cowboys film. We've been texting, like we've been in contact. Just haven't got a chance to record. But that's cool because we have a lot to talk about today. Like just what we were going over earlier. It just was like, whoa, we really got a lot to speak about. So that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, we definitely got a lot of stuff we can touch on. Let's jump right into it, man. Let's talk about the wide receiver battles, man.
Let's do it.
What's your thoughts? Who's winning?
Well,
whose stock is up? Who's going down?
Brice Butler's stock is way up to the point he's almost uncuttable. Simply because something happens to Dez, Brice is gonna step right in and be your X. So Brice Butler's untouchable. Now that coming in this offseason, Joe, it was like, well, Ryan Switzer, he's the craze, and you know, man, you talked about that, and I get it, but you still got to see it. He's a rookie. He's a guy that we got to just see him do it. So that's going to be interesting to watch moving forward. I don't want to see him, like, don't give him the red carpet Zeke treatment to where he doesn't play any preseason games. No, he needs to be out there. Noah Brown, I feel like he's going to make a push simply because he'll go out there and run and play, special teams. That's valuable. Then you obviously have Andy Jones, possession type guy, runs great routes. So it's going to be interesting, Joe. What do you think? Like, what's your ideas?
Man, yes, like you said, I think Butler, before we saw camp and before we saw the preseason, there was a lot of discussion that, even myself, that position might be up for grabs. I don't think that's the case anymore. I think it's Dez, T. Will, Brice Butler, and then you got Switz, right? Cole Beasley, obviously. So, do they carry 6 receivers,
Ooh, do you go short at quarterback? Do you go short at...
The guy goes short somewhere.
That's another thing that we may have to talk about because, I don't know, my sixth sense, something I like about Cooper Rush. I don't know what it is. I'm serious.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Third string work, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll see if he gets any more playing time because I don't know if they're going to play Dak this week, or I'm sure. You think so? What do you think?
Yeah, I think they'll get a series. I think they'll get their feet wet a little bit just to get the blood flowing. They need to. Yeah. I think they need to do at least one series. Then take them out.
You're right. That's a good point, Joe. I think Dak will get a series. Good point. So you just never know. I'm so used to Tony being veteran and hurt, and him just not even risking it with Tony. But Dak's a young kid. I do think that he will play. So, but my point is where are you going to go live at? And now with the Rico Gathers, him playing kind of decent. So it's going to be interesting just to see it all play out. But yeah, receiver, man, you just don't know.
Yeah, man, I think we're in for some surprise cuts, man. Some fan favorites probably aren't going to make it. It's just who is it going to be? You know what I mean?
Every year, every single year.
Let's talk about the logjam at running back, man. Whose stock is up? Who's going down? Anybody?
Jahad Thomas better get healthy because, to me, you brought in Hillman. It was okay. Morris, really the surprise of it all is Alfred Morris. He just looks sparkier. Looks like he has some pop. Went back, watched the film. Just hitting the holes good, Joe.
Yeah.
And he had one play, I think they came on a delayed blitz, stepped up, didn't stone him like Zeke would, but didn't give up a sack either. So right now it's definitely a log jam, and it could have been the way it was blocked for McFadden. So right now I still think McFadden is your 2, but let's not, Alfred Morris was a 1,600-yard runner as a rookie. Humble guy, probably realized, last year wasn't my best year. Looked kind of slow. He just looks like he has more pop. And I'm sure he doesn't look like he's picked up any weight. So maybe he just had a really good off season. So I don't know, Joe. That's another one that kind of baffles me because I wanted to go to war for Jahad. The problem is not healthy. You're not out there. Like, I don't understand. He's gonna have to get out there. It's stiff competition everywhere on his team, and I love that Jason Garrett has created that.
Yeah, I gotta see. Would you be surprised if McFadden was the guy that didn't make the team here?
Contractually, no. If they want to go young there, it just depends, man. Like, what would you think of that? It depends. Like, is it okay? So if you cut McFadden, you're telling me that Morris is your 2. That means if Zeke gets hurt or if Zeke's suspended, Morris better be ready. And I'm not mad at that because Morris looks semi-good. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I think this is what I want to see for. I didn't feel it from McFadden in this first game. It looked like he wasn't hitting the hole, but then we didn't have the big behemoths up there. So I don't know, but if we're gonna have
I agree.
If we're gonna have the starters out there in the first series, I want to see McFadden there. And how does he look? If he's still looking kind of, not get anywhere with these starting offensive linemen, there's going to be some traction here for, is this the guy who's going to make it? That kind of thing. But Rod Smith, man, this guy's, he's doing something.
I forgot about Rod. You see what I mean? I forgot about Rod.
Man, let me tell you what, man. I was thinking about this, man. I was thinking if there was an odd man out for me, it's got to either be McFadden or Morris. And the reason why, I think Rod Smith gives you depth at running back, but he could be your swing fullback. If something happens to Keith Smith, who's the fullback? Do they just use an H-back kind of guy, or do they just do away with the fullback position? What happens there? You know what I mean?
Keith Smith's tape was really good.
Yeah, he's looking good.
You pointed that. Yeah, you pointed it out to me, John. And I went back and I said, let me really watch Keith Smith. He's catching the ball. Yeah. He's stoning guys, coming off the ball. He's crushing them. And Rod Smith gives you something on special teams.
That's right. There
McFadden
you
go. McFadden or Alfred don't. So you're right, Joe. You're absolutely right on that one.
And this kind of dovetails into another subject here we can talk about, man, is the Ezekiel suspension, non-suspension. We gotta go. We need to get this thing going. We gotta know now, man, because we're getting into we gotta figure out who we're gonna keep here.
Joe, in 4 weeks we'll be kicking off against the Giants. Like, I don't think that's really sat in into people.
Exactly.
And so I agree. Like, the NFL's really drug their feet. So now it's this thing where, Jerry, it was funny listening to Jerry saying he doesn't expect a suspension. So he's there. He's rubbing hands with the big wigs, right?
Yeah.
So if he's saying that, what do you think, Joe? Or is it just Jerry just being Jerry? And by the way, his speech was amazing. I loved it. But nonetheless, is it Jerry just being Jerry? What is it to you, Joe?
Man, this whole thing is just crazy, man. It's like the game of Clue. We're trying to look for clues, like, who is it? Is it gonna be? Is he suspended? Is he not? Is it gonna be 6 games? Is it gonna be 4, 2, maybe 1? Is it gonna be a fine? What is the deal? We need some kind of closure, and I'm hoping it's this week, man. I'm hoping it's this week.
No, I agree, Joe. It's gotten to the point where it's been dragged on too long at this point.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about safeties. What do you think about Heath, man?
Joe, me and you texted about this. He didn't do it for me this game. Yeah. Now it's the opening game. No scheme really being called. He just kind of been a sideline to sideline, kind of take the ball away type of a guy. Byron Jones looked good.
There you go.
Made like 6 tackles.
That's what I want to see.
I was about to say, I know how you feel about Jones, so I'll let you speak on him. But Heath, I don't know, Joe. Zay Woods was there, didn't get much action. Kayvon Frazier had the penalty. So, I don't know, Joe. Like, I don't. missed the tackle. He whipped. He took a terrible angle on one tackle. Came back, made a couple plays, but that safety position is a tricky position, Joe.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we talked about that, and it was like, he was just, it's like, you want to see more from him,
Yeah.
Like, this is your time. Let's do some. Let's get going. But, it is the first game. We can't have too much of a knee-jerk reaction, but you kind of want to see these splash plays from guys like Byron Jones, man. This guy, I ride this guy hard, and he's really coming around for me. Doing good in camp, looked good in this preseason game. Run defense was solid.
Like that's what surprised me about Byron. Like his run fits were so good. Like you can go watch the tape. Fans, go watch the tape. And Byron's not gonna come up and crank you, but he's just gonna get you to the ground. That's fine with me.
Yeah,
that's fine with me because he rarely misses tackles. The sack that and here's a tape nugget for you all. The sack, I think Brian Broadus wrote about it too, but it was something that I noticed before. The sack that Damian Wilson had. Look at Byron Jones' coverage on that. He basically blankets Gabbard's check down, and he's so locked in. And Gabbard's like, well, I may not want to throw this one because, Byron is he's playing with such a command now that could have been a pick or a tip ball, whatever. So he basically makes Gabbard think twice and grabs, and then obviously Damian Wilson goes in for the sack up the middle, kind of a delayed. He made a good play on that because he actually ran the fullback. It wasn't a fullback. It was Hightower, the running back. He ran him over, played with power, and got the sack. But I say all that to say, Byron does look good. All offseason, leadership.
Yeah.
Coverage is off the charts. And now, like you said, in run fits, he's getting there so quick, Joe. The running back didn't even have time to get going.
That was beautiful, man. That was beautiful. He keeps this up, they'll pick up that 5th-year option, man. That's what I want, man. Let's keep some of these defenders, man, that actually show up, so that's good for him. Who else, man? How are you feeling about the D-line?
D-line was okay. Everybody is on this Taco sucks, blah, blah, blah. No.
Yeah.
I think me and you actually talked about it because, some of the guys we work with kind of disagree and are just like, I know Law's thing is he's not really feeling Taco's play. I get that. Could have got off the ball better. Balance was his issue. But he made some plays against the run. Like, what did people expect? His first preseason game to have 3 sacks and a strip fumble? Like, it's just not. You still playing against other pros who are going to do veteran things against you. His balance was the only thing that was off. Everything else, he looked fine.
Yeah, I agree. He's definitely showing pass rush moves, using his length, trying to do a spin move, but the balance, like you said, yeah. Tapper looked good. Yeah, Tapper's got good get off, man. I like that. But if he could, I think he's gonna get there. He needs some more time though, because he missed a lot of time last year.
Yeah. So
we get him some more snaps. I think both those guys are gonna be guys that are gonna progress as the season goes. I don't see, especially Taco. He's gonna be one of those guys that gets better as the season goes. 28th pick overall. He's almost a 2nd-round guy. So, he's not your DeMarcus Ware special kind of athlete, kind of game-changing rookie. You know what I mean? So,
not at all.
Yeah. But that'll be interesting to see, man. That'll be interesting to see.
Taco will be fine. The D-line will be fine. Malik Collins didn't play. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm hoping we see a lot more starters here on defense. See how these guys look, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Cheeto, man, this guy, he's going to go for the ball. I think this guy, man, he gets in there, he's going to get some turnovers for us.
Yeah, segueing to Cheeto, I was telling you before we got on this on this episode, Cheeto actually had a up and down game. So he got beat a couple times.
Yeah.
Wasn't in bad position. Just didn't get his head around. And that's the league. You know, Gabbard, believe it or not, is a 7-year vet, former #1 overall pick. Not #1. I think it was #5, but he's a first-round player. And so, obviously, it didn't work out for him. My cat's acting crazy. obviously, it didn't work out for him, Joe, in Jacksonville and San Francisco. Last year was a disaster as well. But nonetheless, he's a quarterback, and so he didn't pick on Cheeto, but he made some throws. But then I like towards the end of the second, Cheeto was in great position. So it looked like they were running the Cowboys were running like a zone concept, kind of keeping everything in front of them, kind of like a quarter still. But if you look, his whole back pedal, and I'm gonna break this play down on my channel. Cheeto's eyes are in the backfield. Broke on the ball beautifully. Could have had the pick, but you like to see that. You like to see that type of awareness. Some of these corners are just out there like chickens with their head cut off. But Cheeto regrouped, made a few tackles, and then he obviously had that play and was almost a very big play.
No, that's a good point. Okay, yeah, so man. Just briefly talking about the upcoming game here with the Rams. If you had to pick one player that you really want to watch, you want to see something from this guy, who is it?
Because he teased me, I'm gonna go back to Rico Gathers. I want to see him block and pick up his assignments a little bit better. I also want to see Rico run better routes because even though he had the big play, you're obviously not going to give up on Rico. That route sucked. Like, it was just, he's such a matchup nightmare. Like, safeties are going to have to run through him. You're not going to out-jump him, and you're not going to get positioned. Like, you're not going to bully him. When you get to his body, you got to run through him for a penalty, but you're not gonna bully him to get through the ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I noticed that about him. It's like his stride. When he's running his route, his stride, it looks a little awkward. And I don't know if that's something, because I know Broadus brought this up. A little stiffness in his route running. So, I wonder how that'll look in the next game.
Like his route running could be cleaner, his sets, but you just can't that position. Like, if he's gonna do that all the time, and then like if you can get him running some fades and really going up, because he didn't even jump. Like on that touchdown, he didn't jump. Though.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. That was a hell of a play, man. That's what you want to see. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I think for me, the one player I want to see Brice Butler. I just want to see some consistency from him. It's one guy I want to see here for sure. Lock this position up, and then let's try to figure out who these other guys are going to make the team. Is it Rico Gathers? Is it Noah Brown? Is it these other, on the edge guys? I don't want to see Brice Butler come out here and not do anything or flounder around. You know what I mean? Give me some more. Give me some more.
I agree, man. Okay. Matter of fact, Joe, let's do one offense, one defense. I'm gonna go. Let's go to the monkey. Let's go to the elephant in the room. Actually, okay. I'll do it. Defense. Let me ask you: is he playing? Is Jalen playing?
I don't think he's gonna play in this game. I think they're gonna wait.
No, you're kidding me.
I don't think they're gonna bring him in quite yet. I think he's getting closer and closer, but not quite there yet. I don't think, but I don't know.
You think they're scared?
I don't think they're scared. I think they're just. I think this is a plan that they've already had. They've talked about this. This isn't like they're making this up on the fly. Like, oh, okay, what do we do this week with Jalen? I think they have everything already scripted out. Like, okay, this is what we're gonna do here. This is what we're gonna do here. But I do think that he will play in the preseason. But I don't think it'll be this game here. Might be when we get back home.
Okay, well, let's go for my defensive. Since Joe telling me Jalen's not gonna play, he hurt my feelings. Let me go Marquez White. What do you think about that one, Joe? Huh?
Marquez White.
Yeah.
That is a good one, man. Because I see, sometimes you tune in and you get a look at the practice here, and sometimes it looks like he's getting beat. So, that'll be a good one. Marquez White, show me something, right? So, he's going to be one of those guys that's battling for the final spots, man. Like him, we got these DBs, right? Robert Blanton, Kevin Frazier, Marquez White, these kind of guys, like who's gonna step up and make plays? Who do they want to keep?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like that, man.
X Woods, another one you could throw in there. I want to see. Just our defensive backs, like who's gonna go out there and make plays? I know they won't play Jordan Lewis because everybody gets these 2-week deals or whatever, where they need to be pampered. But these guys got to get in here, man.
They do.
Lewis, Switzer.
Yeah, they do. They
got
to get in there. So, got to see what these guys are going to do, man. But that's it for the main topics here. Right now, I just want to give out some shout-outs, man, because, we got a lot of people that visit, our show here, Cowboys Huddle, and both of our channels. I just want to give a shout out to a couple of people, man. AJ Vasquez, appreciate everything that you do, replying and commenting, all the comments you do on our videos. Gerald Beasley.
Thank you.
Yeah, Gerald Beasley's another one here, constantly pretty consistent, coming in here with comments and talking Cowboys football. Appreciate that, Gerald. Brad Baker. Brad Baker has been one of my early subs here, kind of from the very beginning, and he still comments here and gives good feedback. So thanks a lot, Brad Baker. Shout out to you.
Yeah, Brad, you're always on my channel too, man. Thank you, brother. Seriously.
Yeah, and then another guy here I want to give a shout out to, James Sorrells. Like this guy. I like James. He's got a good commentary, good conversation with him here on the site. Appreciate that, James. So keep coming back. Appreciate the support. And then one more guy here, Yet K10 Betton. Another good subscriber here, man. Appreciate you guys. All you guys, thanks for supporting us and all of our fellow YouTubers. Mark Holmes, of course, Law Nation, Vach, Shango, and all these other guys, man. Puts the king, the boss of bosses. What's up? Shout out to you, man.
Hey, man, Joe Ryan, I'm just so glad that we've linked up, bro. Like, I look forward. We texting during the games now. I'm sure I'll be getting out there to catch a game with you. I got some people real quick, Joe. Joe Ruiz, you always jump on the page. Izzy. D Book.
There you go.
You are you're one who always shows us love. Will E. I don't know if you ever see Will E. Peter Burton. He's always, and of course you, Joe. You do. I appreciate you, man. D Nice is awesome too. So yeah, man. Like one day, Joe, we'll just have to do a show where we just shout out everybody. Maybe we'll do something live or something. And maybe when we do like the season preview, we'll be able to like really hit everybody. But if I missed anybody, man, don't charge it to my heart. Charge it to my head. Or I hope I said that right. But yeah, nonetheless, Joe. Yeah, it's pretty cool since we linked up, man, because we just been full steam ahead, yo. Like, I'm always checking your channel, like, what the hell is Joe putting up there today?
Likewise, man. I love watching your stuff, your energy when you start your videos, man. I love that part, man. It's one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, man. We keeping this thing in the family, yo. We ain't doing no arguing. We don't agree on everything. Me and Joe, we don't see eye on everything, but we just trying to get the knowledge to the fans, and then we just want the fans to like, because we're all fans. Everybody is out there. We want your guys' opinion on things, and just kind of like what we would do, and vice versa. So it's pretty cool.
Well said. Well said. All right, let's get into some buy or sell. You ready to do this, Foots?
Baby!
All right, man. Here we go. Here we go. First one here, Foots. Buy or sell. Will we trade for an offensive lineman before the preseason ends? Buy or sell? You buying that?
I'm buying that, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
I got a feeling, Chaz. And you know what, Joe? You texted me and you was just like, yo, this guy's made of glass. And I was like, dog, he's made of glass. And I know they're like, oh, it's not a big deal, but I'm just tired. Like, I want football players playing football. Yeah. I don't want you on the sideline running with Brett Brown.
Yep.
I want you taking reps. So, yeah, we are.
Heck yeah, man. All right, here we go. Here we go. Buy or sell. Taco Charlton gets a sack against the Rams. Buy or sell?
Buy.
Woo. Okay. I like that. Man, that would be badass.
Buy, Joe Rod. Let's buy that one.
All right. Here we go. Buy or sell. Darren Woodson, the next Cowboy into the Hall of Fame. Buy or sell?
Ooh. Well, who's up, Joe? Woody deserves to be in.
He does, man. He really does. You still got Jimmy Johnson. You got Drew Pearson.
Jimmy should be in. Drew should be in. I think Jimmy's gonna get in before. That's tough, Joe.
Yeah.
Let's do layaway for that one.
Hey, there you go. Whew, layaway, that's a good one.
Layaway, Joe?
Yeah, here we go. I like that. Let's do that. Old school, man. Got to put that Voltron on layaway. All right, buy or sell. Marquez White makes the team, the 53.
I'm going to say buy, and he will be like a cut. Like he'll be a, I don't know if he'll make the 46 every week, but I'm going to say buy.
All right, man.
I feel like he's going to make some plays in preseason that'll keep him on the team.
Yeah. Hoping he'll make some plays here. One guy that we just talked about. So, yeah, hopefully he'll do some things here for us. All right, let's get into our closing segment here. Miscellaneous. What you got, Foots? You got a miscellaneous topic?
Okay, well, we've done some light things. Now, Joe, I want to get deep. And I don't want to get super, super deep, but is Colin Kaepernick being blackballed, Joe?
Yeah, he is. He's getting blackballed. I mean, there's just, whether you agree or do not agree, when you take a step back, I mean, he's being blackballed. It's one of those crazy subjects,
There's
man.
no other way to say it.
Yeah, it's one of those things, man.
I can speak on it, Joe, because me being African American, it's cool. Like I could touch on it without getting too deep. Because football, man, it's supposed to be fun, and I agree. I like Colin Kaepernick taking a stand. Like, yo, that's the thing about with social issues. I don't. We not the same ethnicity, Joe, and we don't all believe in the same things. But I just think it's about respect, and I think where the NFL and there's still so many closed-minded people out here is like, yo, I understand what America may mean to you or to me, but it may not mean in the flag and the symbolization of it all, may not mean the same thing to other people. You also got to remember, if somebody wants to make a stand and be, and I wouldn't, like it was a silent protest. It was a way to protest. And that's fine. Like, he's well within his rights to do so, and I think Americans have to do a better job of respecting that. NFL owners, etc., have to do a better job of respecting that. Not Like there's no reason for him to be chastised or now being blackballed. Because obviously, there's not. I wouldn't even say right. Yo, the NFL, as far as the shortage of good quarterback play in the league, it's bad. Like when Tom Brady retires, I don't even know who's going to be the best quarterback in the league. Maybe A-Rod. And so, okay, you give it to A-Rod. And then, like, I can't even think of 15 solid quarterbacks right now. Dak is going to move up and continue to get better. But then other than that, Joe, like, Phillip Rivers is on his way out.
Yeah.
Drew Brees has a year or two. Mm-hmm. So then those are two other great quarterbacks out. You even thinking about guys like Kirk Cousins, the Skins can't even reach a deal with him. You see what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
And then don't even talk about the back-end guys. Whoever's going to play for San Fran, the Browns got to work their situation out. Houston has to work their situation. So, I mean, my point is like, Colin Kaepernick deserves a job in this league, period. I was watching some highlights of him the other day, Joe. He literally destroyed Green Bay. He was running safeties over, like making plays with his arm and feet. So, just wanted to hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah, man. There's no doubt about it, man. I mean, it's there's other quarterbacks getting signed over him where it's like you're kind of just scratching your head. I mean, like the Ravens, they picked up some guy from like the Arena League or some crap like that. I thought I saw. I was like, man, what the hell? So,
you just like, you just like, are you serious?
Yeah. Jay Cutler, I mean,
dude, that dude doesn't even care about football.
Yeah, he doesn't have the heart, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, Jay Cutler, I don't know, man. I saw that.
And so he'll, and more injuries will happen and maybe some will happen, but even the fact that it's gotten this bad just lets you know where we're at. I mean, football will always be my favorite sport, but I don't agree with everything that some of these guys do, these owners, but that was kind of like my miscellaneous, Joe. Another miscellaneous, man, is just the countdown to the kickoff, man. The countdown to the kickoff. So,
woo, man.
Joe, all right, I got one, Joe.
All right.
So lock it up. Your tailgate. 3 items you have to have when you tailgate or when you're watching your game. Your 3 things you have to have.
Man, okay. Okay, just keep in mind I'm kind of getting up there, all right? So I gotta have tailgate and I gotta have a beer. At least a 6-pack at least. I can't hang with doing more than 6. I can't do that getting a hangover kind of deal. So give me a 6-pack of Michelob Ultra. All right. Give me some bottled waters, ice cold. I gotta have that to keep hydrated between the beers. And then I gotta have a burger. I gotta have a cheeseburger and some chips.
A cheeseburger, Joe? Okay.
Yeah, man, gotta have it. What about you, man? What do you got? What's your 3 things?
Well, I gotta have some type of chips, just something to nibble on. I gotta have my notebook because people think it's the weirdest thing, but I'm taking notes during the game just so I don't forget plays and things that stand out to me. And okay, so since we've been on TV so much, so I used to go down to my boys to watch the game, but now lately I just watch it in my room, dude, in the quiet of my home. If I'm not going to a game, which is fun, but I find I focus better in my room. So I gotta have like a little bit of music playing in the background. Yeah, just white noise.
I know what you mean. I love music. I gotta have it, man. There's something playing in the background on the hose.
Yeah, man. You know it.
Hey, let me ask you this, man.
I got the Dre Beat little speaker thing. So that's.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, hell yeah. What's up, man? Bean dip? Do you like it or not? What's up, Foots? You got me?
Yeah, I got you, bro.
All right. Bean dip. Do you like bean dip?
Yeah, I mess with bean dip.
There we go, man. See, I knew there was a reason I liked you, man. I knew there was a reason. I knew, man.
Yes,
That's
sir.
that's the
Yes, sir.
clincher. That's the clincher, man.
That's it, Joe.
That's it, man. So I think that's it for this episode. We put in some good work on this one, Foots.
Nice. Yeah, I'm ready to shoot. Next week, we'll be learning something, you know.
Hell yeah, man.
We'll be talking about it. We'll be hitting it, Joe. We're hitting them up, man.
Oh yeah,
and
man.
I think for the fans, Joe, I think we own 2 times a week during the season.
Yeah, we'll definitely take a look here and see how everything works scheduling wise. But for sure, man, who loves to talk about the Cowboys, man? Foots and I, we just, if we could probably do it every day. But life is life. We got all these other obligations, I guess you could say, other things that we have to do.
Yeah, man.
But man, hopefully one day this will be what we're able to do.
Oh, it is. It's coming, Joe.
Well, that's it, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure you put comments in here. Let's get some more Q&As here. Maybe for the next episode,
Yes.
Put some questions here. What do you have about the game? If you watched the game over the weekend, come back to this video and put some questions about the game here. We'll definitely try to get some questions in for the next one as well. But that's it, everybody. We'll see you here for the next one. Peace.
Cowboys huddle.